Dai family, and welcome to another episode of Ask Dr. Mumbi. My name is Dr. Mumbi Saraki. How you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray, family, that you are well in all your ways and that you're moving into living life very much on your own terms. Special shout out to everyone that supports us on Patreon and enables us to pay our bills and keep our energetic footprint on the awakening, vibration of the world. Family, we appreciate, love you so much. And the few of you who have gotten in touch with me saying you can see how they're playing with the numbers and how I guess on other sites the numbers that you see here on YouTube are like quadrupled, but we all know that's happening. We all know that's happening. They try and tell us, they try and discourage us, many of us that look like I, from telling our truth by making us feel like we're not being seen, we're not being heard. But if the odds were just even balanced, we're not even asking for them to be stacked in our favor, but if the odds were balanced, it would be so shocking just how much the melanated voice is seeping across the world and has already awakened those that needed to be awakened, is transforming those that need to be transformed. We had some guests, some Marbu stalks. It looks like they're on their way, family. They were literally just sitting on this tree, checking me out. Stories for the days. I get a lot of questions about, 5D Earth. What do you mean when you say 5D Earth? How do I know where I am right now? Whether I'm in 3D, whether I'm in 5D. And I feel like I've done this show before. But I thought, it doesn't harm because it's more about the practicalities of our new beginning, how to really anchor in our new beginning, because that's the information we need. And that's what I feel like we need to vibrationally move away from talking of how this narrative and they did this to us and this happened and that, because that no longer matters. What it matters is how do I now operate in this new realm so that I live my highest life, my best life. That I move into my best health, my best mind, my best emotional state. That's what really matters right now. The coulda, shoulda, woulda, whatever you didn't do, leave it behind. Just say, that was not the season for it, that was not the time for it, I was not the person. Because you see, creation is not just about reaching a certain thing or trying to create a certain thing. It's being at the right place. At the right place, at the right time, with the right frame of mind to be able to do something about it. But how do we know where we're at? Family, you just need to look around you at what's going on with your life. Just look around and see, are you in a state of happiness? Are you in a state of peace? Are there a lot of delays in your life? Is there a lot of anxiety in your life? Or are you really just having a lot of fun and there's a lot of new exciting things happening in your life? Your life is the best way to measure your state of mind and where you are right now. And what you need to do, family, is look at the experiences that are happening all around you. And recognize that that is what you are a vibrational match for at this time. That's what is at par with you. I know I've always talked about how in relationships, family, you don't end up with who you want. You end up with who you are. And so it's better to work on who you are to reach that level of being who you want. But those are stories for other days. So all you need to do, family, you don't need to go to no card reader. You don't need to, fill out all these questionnaires. You just need to sit quietly and observe what is happening in your life. For me, that's how I've known. Sorry, family, it's mosquito season. I just got bit by one. Oh my God, wow. I just killed it, literally. Family. We are in we're in now the time where literally all the blockages, all the obstacles, all the artificial energetic fences that were keeping us from our creations have now been lifted and removed. So the true measure, the true gauge of your life of where you are, of whether you've done your healing, of whether you're in the new reality, of whether you're still operating in the old reality, is by just taking a sober, honest, realistic look at what is happening around you. Remember, I told you guys, you are like the 5 people that you hang around. Those are the people who are creating your kind of group consciousness dynamic. Whatever you're going through. And you know, even for us who are in the 5D, there's little glitches that happen. Sometimes in a home life situation, sometimes in whatever, that show you, okay, there's a bit of imbalance there. So recognize, family, that whatever you're going through now, you're going through it because you match it. And if you want to change it, you literally just have to change what's happening in here. Either you need to do more healing, and healing just comes through reflecting those stories of your life that you still feel some type of way about, that you still feel emotional about. Reflecting and crying and just going through all those emotions and then putting that to rest. It may reflect an obstacle that you need to overcome. It's all mental, family. A lot of the people who are in 5D right now are experiencing, let's say, minor glitches, because we don't want to call them, they're not really obstacles or anything, because it's all about what's not happening in here. Because we were taught so many things were difficult when they're super easy, like creating and manifesting. And so we make things harder for ourselves. So when we realize, like, I am a vibrational match for my environment, my friends are back. We honor, you know, our spiritual guardians and all the ancestors who come. I'm letting you guys speak. So, family, the way you know where you're at is by looking at what's happening around you. And there's no one who's limiting you. There's no one who's doing any juju, hoodoo, voodoo. Even if they are, if it's penetrating your life, it's because you're a vibrational match. Either because you're naive or because you're still so stuck in certain pain, in certain sorrow, in certain shame. These are the things we leave open. And that's why it's not, the healing work is not easy. It's painful. It's very emotional, but it's so necessary, family. You can't go over it. You can't go sideways because it will catch you in your best life. So you just need to go through that healing and allow that if you see a glitch in your 5D reality right now, allow yourself to just take a few steps back and reflect and heal on the little things that you haven't reflected and healed on. And a lot of us, family, in this season, especially since the May 555, 5th of May on a Friday, 2023, that was a massive portal, especially on that day, family. There was so much deep trauma. We were able to go so deep into the underworld. And sometimes the underworld is the underworld of our own emotions, the underworld where we've, hidden away our pain and hidden away our sorrow and our shame, and the disgust we sometimes felt on ourselves. And we now had an opportunity to go deep, because as deep as you go, family, is as high as you'll soar. And so the idea is really to go as submarine deep as you can, so that you can now experience the opposite of that, which is like the highest level ecstasy, the highest level joy, the highest level fulfillment. So look at where your life is, and that will tell you a lot about where you are. And don't go chasing anything outside of yourselves, but if there's anywhere where you're seeing an imbalance, take the time to reflect within yourself, to do whatever you need to do to heal that, so that you can move forward, because now The creation of your experience is completely in your hands. There's no juju man who's holding it. There's no demonic presence. All of that has been removed. The doors have been removed. The gates have been opened. But Babylon did so much to create booby traps in our minds to think those gates would forever be closed. But they're open. And you have way more power at your disposal, and actually always have had way more power at your disposal to create your best life, family. And it's time to do it, and I am living proof that you can. Tuko pamoja.